Hey guys, and we're back. Alright. Sorry for the confusion earlier. You know, all this streaming stuff is always bonkers. But, let's get started. Find our music back in here. Let me go find our co-friend here. While we wait for them to answer the phone, we'll be focusing on what our task is for today. So, we're going to be fixing up. We're going to be fixing up the whole galaxy generation and some other back-end stuff. So that means that gonna be a lot of table data that's gonna happen. And I can show you guys that now. Yes, but I spoke about this way back yonder, but this is basically a table. This tape is a star chart that I picked up with like 100,000 the closest stars. Thinking like the covering like the last dated. I don't know how many times. Like the most up until last year. So yeah, so I use this table for a lot of things actually. When it comes to names, a whole lot of stuff. Table, which actually we don't. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So he's actually using the table for something. So what may happen instead is I'll just leave this for here. I'll just leave. No, I'm talking to the audience. It's I'll leave this for here and I'll come back and fix it. Because we're back in like down to I'm primarily in charge of all the generation is making sure that stuff actually works cohesively with everybody else's tasks. So yes, so here what I was showing you, I have the table for the planets. I'll show you the structure, how I have it. So down a lot of the main pieces of the game are kind of dictated by data sets and structures. This just is an easier way to kind of curtail the data and make sure that we have some sort of control over it and not have just everything be random. Because later on there's going to be a point where we want to save this data, and it's easier to save it if it's already in a table format than trying to do several dozen different variables in each blueprint. So I'll just go from the hierarchy, how it works from top to down, if you guys seen it before. But this structure is for the galaxy. Yeah, this is the galaxy structure, and it just this is this is the structure that I use to actually import one of the tables. Primarily though, what we want to look at is yes, right. So this particular structure is for a table that holds galaxy seed, and I put solar systems discovered just to kind of give you a marker. But this may come out, but this is primarily for the galaxy seed, and this is actually for when you're saving data. When you save the game, all this will be the main structure that's called. So the table actually looks like this. Simple. 3 different slots for 3 different game saves. It just saves a seed. I can add in other set stuff for it to save to where like it keeps track of how many solar systems you discovered, how many bosses you defeated, all that stuff. Now we're going down to yeah. Could be behind. I would say 2 things. Either are you on YouTube, right? If you hit the live button, it should catch you up. Yep. So yeah, so now we're going to move over to the star system, and this is one of the other major points here. So during the way this works, it's hierarchical. So you'll have the galaxy, the star system, the planet, and everything in between. When you're in the galaxy, it kind of breaks down and you start sorting out all the data for this for the star systems. So this includes everything from the name to the system seed, the number of planets, if you discovered it or not, if it has an asterisk, the star type. This is some of the stuff is fluff. I like fluff like this. But some of the other major things are like the position, wormholes, enemies, number of enemies, which asks number of enemies, number of stations, space wrecks, if it's a boss system, does it have a boss or key to the boss system? And we'll use this. I use this as how all this works. So this right here, basically calling. This is all calling into the system structure. So all the star points and their data, the temperatures, the names, all this is being parsed out for this. The whole thing about this is that since this data is being held in a table on generation, when it comes time to save, I can easily go break structure. Create game object. Save game file. Just use game plot. Also call this data from a number of this, but once again, really easy because now I can do that BP game. BP save game to slot game blueprint. I can easily call this up, each and every single one, denote it as a variable. Be nice if I can just, but easily have all these as a variable. Now promotes a variable, and then have it saved. Once again, it's just making it now. So one solar system. Well, so this is for the this stuff is being parsed out during the galaxy generation. Basically, on the galaxy map, stuff is being called in, or when the game first starts. Now, this is the table of how it looks when it's filled out. There's already some data in here, and these are for basically systems that aren't generated or kind of step through. And each playthrough meaning that position will be the same, you know, for planets may be the same, stuff like that. Because primarily, some of these are actually tutorials. One of these are actually major points in the